Long ago, in a kingdom where beauty was everything, one man had nothing. No food, no money, every day the same struggle. Nothing at all.
But his heart was different.
Who? Tell us!
His heart was pure.
Incredible!
She was looking for something real.
No one saw this coming. Something big don't happen.
Long ago, in a quiet kingdom surrounded by thick forests and flowing rivers, there was a village called Umuaka. The people of Umuaka believed strongly in one thing: beauty. If you were handsome, people respected you. If you were beautiful, doors opened easily. But if you were not blessed with a pleasant face, life in Umuaka could be very difficult. And no one knew that better than Okoro. Okoro had lived in the village his entire life, yet he never truly belonged there. From the day he was born, people had whispered about him. His nose was large and bent to one side. His ears stuck out like small wings, and his teeth looked uneven whenever he smiled. One of his eyes seemed to look in a slightly different direction from the other. Whenever people saw him for the first time, they reacted the same way. Some laughed, some stared, some quickly turned away. Children often ran behind him, shouting cruel nicknames: Ugly Thunder, Scarecrow Man. Sometimes they even threw small stones at him. But Okoro never chased them. He never shouted. He simply kept walking, because he had grown used to the laughter. What the villagers never realized was that behind Okoro's strange appearance lived a heart far kinder than most. Every morning before sunrise, he went to his small farm outside the village. The land was dry and difficult, but he worked hard. Whatever he harvested, he shared. If an old woman struggled to carry water, Okoro helped her. If someone's roof collapsed during the rainy season, Okoro repaired it. If a hungry child cried at night, food sometimes appeared quietly at their doorstep. No one ever saw him deliver it, and yet people still laughed at him. One afternoon, the peaceful village suddenly became full of excitement. The royal messenger arrived beating a loud drum. "People of the kingdom," he shouted, "the king has made an announcement." Villagers rushed toward the marketplace to listen. The king's daughter, Princess Ada, will soon choose a husband. Gasps and whispers spread through the crowd. But only a man who proves himself worthy will win her hand. Immediately, the kingdom became alive with preparation. Handsome princes polished their crowns. Warriors sharpened their swords. Rich merchants gathered gifts of gold and expensive fabrics. Every man believed he had a chance. Every man except Okoro. At least that was what the villagers believed. Days before the royal gathering, the villagers noticed something strange. Okoro was preparing to travel. When people realized where he was going, laughter filled the village again. "You?" one man shouted. "You think the princess will marry that face?" Even the village chief laughed loudly. "Okoro, the palace guards might faint when they see you." But Okoro remained calm. He simply replied quietly, "I am not going there because of my face." Then he continued his journey. When the day of the royal gathering finally arrived, the palace courtyard was filled with men from across the kingdom. Tall warriors stood proudly. Handsome princes wore shining robes. Wealthy traders displayed gold jewelry. Each man looked more impressive than the last. The crowd admired them. Then suddenly, laughter spread through the courtyard. because someone unusual had entered the palace gates. It was Okoro, the ugliest man in the village. People whispered loudly, "What is he doing here? Did he come to scare the princess?" Even some palace guards struggled to keep their faces straight, but Okoro quietly stood among the others. When Princess Ada finally appeared, the courtyard became silent. She was known throughout the kingdom not only for her beauty, but also for her wisdom. Instead of admiring the men's appearances, she carefully observed how they behaved. The princes pushed each other aside to stand closer to her. The warriors boasted loudly about their strength. The wealthy merchants spoke proudly about their riches. Everyone tried to impress the princess. Everyone wanted attention. Everyone except Okoro. He simply stood quietly in the back of the crowd. Then something unexpected happened. Near the edge of the courtyard, an elderly woman carrying a heavy basket suddenly slipped and fell. Her fruit scattered across the ground. Hundreds of men saw it happen, but none of them moved. They were too focused on trying to impress the princess. But Okoro rushed forward immediately. He helped the woman stand, he gathered the scattered fruits, then he carried her basket to a safe place so she would not struggle again. The courtyard suddenly became quiet because Princess Ada had seen everything. Finally, the king raised his hand. "My daughter will now choose the man she wishes to marry." All the handsome men straightened their clothes. The warriors flexed their muscles. The wealthy men smiled confidently. But Princess Ada walked past them all, slowly, carefully, until she stopped in front of Okoro. The entire courtyard gasped. Then she spoke clearly. "I choose this man." The crowd exploded with shock. This must be a mistake. The ugliest man in the kingdom? But Princess Ada raised her hand for silence. "You all came here believing that beauty, wealth, and strength would win my heart," she said. Then she pointed toward Okoro. But when someone needed help, only one man moved. She looked at the crowd again. "I am not marrying a handsome face. I am marrying a kind heart." The courtyard fell silent because deep down, everyone knew she was right. And so, the ugliest man in the village married the princess. The same villagers who once laughed at him now bowed respectfully whenever he passed. But Okoro never changed. He remained humble, kind, and generous. And under his leadership, the kingdom became peaceful and prosperous. Years later, parents still told this story to their children, not to laugh at the ugliest man, but to remember the truth the kingdom had learnt. True beauty is not seen with the eyes, it is felt with the heart. Before you go, if you believe kindness is more beautiful than appearance, type "true beauty" in the comments. And if you enjoy powerful African stories like this, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message today. Because sometimes, the people we laugh at today may become the ones we respect tomorrow.